All right, this was sent into the channel for a review. It's got a sticker over it, but it's a Core S3 by the company M5Stack. Go to their website. M5Stack's got all kinds of cool things to play with. This is one of the more high-end products. Let's see here. They are esp32 devices of various sorts. And this one's kind of this block here, and we can turn it on. We'll push the button over here, and there we go. Got a nice loud speaker in it, and it just has a flash screen here, just telling you a bunch of stuff. But it has a touch screen, and then you can do things with it. Okay. All right. So let's see here. Let's zoom down so we can see this thing. All right. So it's got some things in it. It's got a thing that searches for Wi-Fi, tells you what's around. It's got a camera built in. The camera comes right here. And the camera also has, not the camera, but there's also a sensor here that's a proximity sensor. So you can, this red thing here is if you're closer or farther away. And then the other one is it dark? It's kind of bright here, but the other one is how bright is the light, and there we go. I can kind of cover it up here. Anyway, so that's brightness of the light, and that is proximity with the distance sensor, and then camera. It has a left speaker and a right speaker. It has power settings. It tells you how it's getting its power. Currently, it's getting it from its internal battery that comes up. It's got a 6-axis gyroscope thing and tells you that's north, so we're that away. SD card. It doesn't come with an SD card, but I put one in here just to see what it did. It just gives you a directory of the SD card. That's got a touch screen where you can do things. And it's got an I2C sniffer. It looks at all the I2C addresses. It's got two I2C buses, though. It's got an internal bus and it has an external bus. The external bus comes out here. I want to write a program that uses the external bus and has the same interface, which should be really handy. And we're back to the Wi-Fi again. And you can get to these individually, like the I2C. You can get to them individually. And then this is a sleep modes and LCD brightness, blah, 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 blah. And you can just say, I want to shut down, okay? So let's take a look at it. Power button, USB-C to power up the device or charge the battery. This is the I2C secondary interface to the outside world. SD card, another button here. External power, so you can put in a power jack here and power this thing off of 9 to 24 volts. There's a switch. Yeah, let's take a look at documentation. Okay, this is on their website. But yeah, a 320 by 240 display, capacitive touch, power button, hold for 6 seconds to turn it off. I2C port here, micro SD card, DC power switch. Okay, this button here, press reboot, hold for 3 seconds to enter download mode. So if you hold this for 3 seconds, you get a green light, and then the USB-C shows as a serial port on your computer, and then you can download programs to it. 2 microphones, the distance sensor and brightness sensor, camera. Then there's 2 other ports. One is a UART port on the side here. This is a UART port, and this is a what do they call it? A GPIO port. Yeah. And then here's all the chips that's used inside. Yeah, it's pretty fun. It's got 16 megs of flash, 8 megs of RAM, plus a bunch of other stuff. It's a fancy part. It's a dual core ESP32 running at 240 megahertz, so it's powerful. Of course, you can get the schematics for the thing, complete schematics. All of the source code you can get online. It has a Arduino IDE interface, so you just download the boards for this thing. and program it just like an Arduino, download it just an Arduino, hit say which port, and goes in the port, programs it just like an Arduino. So very, very easy to use. There's also software that allows you to do flowchart programming and some other things. It's got a whole bunch of stuff. If you go to the website, M5Stack, everything's documented. So very, very nice. I thought we would maybe look inside this thing, see what there is to see. I should have mentioned it's got a DIN mechanical interface. It comes with a couple little brackets and stuff too for mounting this thing. But this thing splits in half. So let's see if you can watch me do that a little closer. This thing splits in half. There's a connector here. So under here is just the battery and some wiring and stuff. So not much under here. Most everything is under here. The M5Stack people always put these graphics on their products and stuff. It's really, really fun. It tells you what everything is inside here. And there's more stuff on this board than this thing actually uses. Like there's an extra connector here for battery. I believe there's there's actually probably a button in here. They usually have a button somewhere on their products, or maybe it's a capacitive touch button here. Anyway, lots of stuff. Let's see if we can't take the cover off, because I think if you take the cover off these things, you can see what's inside. Let's try to do that. All right, so I've taken out a couple screws here, and the little metal plate comes off. And there we go. All kinds of stuff in here. Wow. It is chock full of goodies. All right. It'll all be on the schematic, so you can go around and look at everything. But you can see that they've packed, 3 pounds of potato chips in a 1 pound bag kind of thing. Look at those little switches they used. Huh. See if I can find those. There is a nice big speaker in here, a 1 watt speaker that comes out there. So that's kind of hidden over here. And it must be a 1 watt amplifier somewhere. All of the chips are going to be listed here. So 1 watt speaker, AW88298. Yeah, all of the things you need to know about are all on this one little board. Here's the little Wi-Fi antenna sitting over there. And I think this is a nice platform. I don't think maybe the form factor will meet every requirement, but what a nice platform to get started in this particular environment. It's got tons of stuff. It's got lots of software that you can copy. So if you really want to like hone down on, I want to build something to control something or other, do something or other, you can probably find it in here and write some software for it and play with it. Like I said, after I do this video, I think I want to try to do one program, which is that external I2C, to bring a cable. It takes these little cables here. This is not included, but I have some of these. There'll be a cable here, and then I'll go off to some part. It's got 5 volts and I2C, and so I can send that off to a breadboard and say, okay, what I2C addresses do you see? And then it'll list all of those things. That would be a nice program to have. It looks like maybe there's even some prototyping area inside this thing if you wanted to add some things. It's interesting. But anyway, you can see how the connectors mate, and it all goes back together. I need to put this back on. It has all the fancy artwork on it here. It tells you all the pinouts and everything's going on. I really like I like the artist who did that. Comes out looking really nice. I don't know if that metal shield is required to make it quiet enough, but it certainly is a nice addition. I think that's a good touch. Okay, there you go. This was the Core S3 from M5Stack. Very nice little box. I think they're about 60 bucks, something like that. There'll be a link down below. You want to check it out. And yeah, nice thing to play with.